What's up, guys? Grinder here once again with another video coming straight at you. Today we'll be doing air-to-air refueling. I'll give you some tips on that. We're gonna be doing recovery on an airfield. We're not doing a straight in approach today. We're gonna be doing a brake, overhead brake. But we're gonna pick up on TAC and navigation right now. So TAC and navigation works with um, airfields, going to the boat and going to a tanker, so a refueling tanker, another plane. So it's like GPS for point A to point B. Okay, we're ready to taxi. I'm gonna make my call on channel 262. Channel 10 frequency is 262, and the airport is Kobaletti. Yeah, let's make this call. Kobaletti traffic 300, taxi runway 25 for departure. Kobaletti traffic. Okay, we're gonna taxi here. Left alt B, and that'll bring up your briefing page, and you can find a bunch of information like TACANs and channels, frequencies, all that stuff that's important. And we're looking for a tanker. Okay, so tanker information, Texaco 11 tells you the type. A lot of people might not do this in depth, but yes, it's not at Angels 22, but it's 17 Yankee, and channel 19 frequency is gonna be 296. So this is basic information that you should put in. You should write it down or keep it in mind. But right now, all we care about is our GPS, or the locator, right? TACAN will take you to him. So 17 Yankee is what we're looking for, okay? So we're going to bring up our TACAN, make sure it's on. 17, and we're going to hit Yankee over here. Make sure it has a colon. And right now there's an issue, but if you don't see it, once you box in on your HSI TCN, if you don't see it pop up on the right corner, there's an issue, okay? Um, see, that's what it should pop up. You hit OK. It should pop up on the bottom. If right now we're going for air to air, right? It's in the air. Depending on how somebody sets it up or whoever made the mission sets it up, it'll be set, for air to air. But if we click air to air, it goes away. Something happened in one of the updates that kind of took it out. But you need to, if you don't see it, you need to click air to air, okay? Remember that, guys, is important. Always check your steps. We're going to make our call here for holding short. Couple traffic 300, holding short runway 25, lining up runway 25 for departure. Couple traffic. Okay, so we're going to line up. Make sure you pay attention, you're looking, because you never know, guys. Okay, so we're going to be taking off. 300 knots in the climb. Good jet. Rotate. Not rotate. Rolling. Nice and easy. 210. Gears up. Flaps are up. Okay. I'm going to climb 10 on the ladder to 5,000 feet. Easing off here. So I know that the tanker is 36 miles away. Okay, we're still in the climb. We are preparing, and I know that he's over here on our compass rose on our essay, and I believe this is him. So we're gonna be flying towards him. Okay, gonna ease off here. 5,000 feet, 300 knots, locked in. We're gonna call departure or let them know that we are departing to the northwest. Kobuleti traffic, Kobuleti departure, 300, departing to the northwest. Kobuleti. Okay, coming right. I want to start speeding up. And guys, you want to call them by, at least by 20 miles. Okay, if you want to call them early and get the information early, maybe you don't know it. Call them early. You know what I'm saying? Have that information ready. Okay. So for the people that use simple comms, okay, it's already gonna do it for you once you hit your menu. But if you haven't hit the menu or you don't have it easy comms, all you have to do is switch to the frequency. We know it's channel 19. We already looked at that in the briefing. So we'll make sure that that channel is there, and when you use the menu, make sure you use the comm menu for comm number 2. All right, so we're climbing to through 11,000 feet, and we're matched up with our little heading at our heading tape. Our little chevron is matching the little tack and indicator there, direction indicator. Okay, okay, but you don't want to go towards them uh, like head to head, right? You don't want him coming directly in your path. You don't want to be going directly in front of him because you want to be able to turn into his wing, okay? So always offset early, either left or right, wherever you need to offset, and give yourself some time and room to come in on his 9 o'clock here, okay? At it on his left wing. So 25,000. And this is gonna be directly to him. This is not gonna be per procedure. I just want. We'll do the procedure. How about that? Let me just. So the way it works is I haven't called him yet, but that's fine. We want to call him by 20 miles, but we want to be slightly behind him anyways here. So let me make the call here just so I can have it ready. Tanker, Texaco 1-1, intent to refuel. Okay, now that we've contacted him, he's given us information of his altitude and speed, and it's roughly, it's not exactly. All right, we're gonna set ourselves up. We want to make sure you turn when he's at your 9 o'clock, at least, or slightly before that. We're gonna stay 1,000 feet below his aircraft or below the tanker, and 1 mile separation, a beam, and then we will move in and rejoin the tanker. Okay, that's the way we do it here. Speed it really doesn't matter. Just make sure that you're not coming up on the other side of him. You want to always come up on the left side. So if you wanna get around, give it a nice little pull. Keep yourself pretty steady. Nice and easy inputs, and you'll be fine. Okay. So you'll see I am not going to be flying directly towards them, but I am going to be watching my distance, right? Our goal is to be 1 mile a beam, uh, a beam of the tanker, okay? So I am flying slightly towards them to close the gap a little bit, but not directly, okay? So let me get to 24,000 feet. If you got 1 mile to go, right, and you're behind them, there's a problem, right? You need to extend out a little bit to the left so that you can be beside him and be at 1 mile, right? The closer you are to him, uh, behind him, uh, the closer you're gonna be when you pull up on him, right? And again, use your pilot aids, guys. We got autopilot and auto throttle for a reason. Uh, Bind those up. Autopilot disengage. You need autopilot and auto throttle. Auto throttle will keep your speed. Autopilot will do a number of things. Okay. Autopilot will hold your altitude, will hold your heading, will fly you to a waypoint. Like this plane does a lot of stuff. But yeah. So notice how I'm not flying towards him. I'm maintaining my distance. The goal is to when he's directly on my right, he's 1 mile away. Okay, in distance. Okay, so I know I'm pretty far, so I'm gonna bring it in. I'm not gonna bring it in too much. And again, guys, this is another thing too. The harder you turn in any direction, the harder you're gonna have to turn in the opposite direction once you want to straighten out. Okay, so I know I need to come in here, and I'm watching him because he's gonna be turning soon. Eventually, he has to turn. You know, unless you have a mission set up or you have the tanker literally going straight the whole time. So, again, we're gonna maintain 1,000 feet uh, under him, and we're just gonna let him come into us until we reach 1 mile. Um, and remember everything ahead of time, right? So before he's at 1 mile, I'm gonna tighten up my turn here, okay? I'm also slowing down because I'm inside of his turn, okay? When you are outside of point 0.5 miles, he's going to do 35 angle of bank. When you're inside of point 0.5 miles or at point 0.5 miles, he's going to do a 10, about 10-degree angle of bank. Okay, so I gave him some space here to let me work, and that's fine. You just don't want to get inside of 1 mile, okay? I'm going to make my call that I'm a beam. This is what you want to see, okay? So, you know, just about. And we're gonna make our call here that we're moving into port side observation. Want to let them know we got visual. Texaco 11300 has visual. 300 is moving to port side observation. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna start climbing. Turn a tiny bit, guys. That's it. You don't need to turn much, okay? And you want to start climbing. Remember, he's at about 280. Most likely gonna be about 290, and you want to try to make sure you keep yourself within those limits. You gotta be really smooth. A little bit of throttle um, goes a long way, okay? So we want to see the roundel, okay, the little star with the little circle, and you want to be able to see the leading edge of the wing, okay? That's going to be pretty much your sight picture, the roundel, leading edge of the wing. All right, and we're going to make the call that we are established. Texaco 11300 established port side observation, moving to hose number 1. Okay, so I told them I'm established, where I'm at, and what I'm going to do next. I'm going to be moving to hose number 1. All right, and then you're going to dip under. Okay, once you dip under, this is where you want to stay. You don't want to go and, I mean, some servers have turbulence or jet wash and some don't. Okay, so you want to be careful with that because that's going to be a factor. Wind is also going to be factor. So I'm going to establish myself here pretty close. Okay, you want to put the center of your ladder lined up with the pod. Okay, so we're going to speed up a little bit as we call for pre-contact. Ready, pre-contact. Okay. Cleared contact. Alright, hose is coming out. Right? A lot of people have a lot of, pointers or tips for this, right? Everybody says, oh, don't look at the basket. Just look at the pod, right? Do what works for you guys. If you need to look at the basket to do it, to get it done, look at the basket. If you need to look at the pod, look at the pod. An easy way to do it, really easy way to do it, okay? This is what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna line up my altitude indicator. I'm pretty far, right? I'm gonna line up the first numbers or the first two numbers with it, and I'm gonna eventually put the altitude indicator box inside of the basket, okay? And that's what I want it. I want to fly it in, okay? Fly the altitude indicator superimposed inside of the basket, okay? If you do that, you will connect every time. Then, as soon as you connect, stop looking at it, look at the pod, okay? That's going to be your point of reference. How close I am, how far I am, and what I got to do next, okay? That's going to be the easiest way you're going to refuel, okay? That's the best tip I have for you for refueling, and it works. It's worked with plenty of people that I've flown with and trained with. Um, Really simple step. Everybody's got a bunch of techniques. Trim, do this, use your rudder, do that. Man, put the altitude indicator inside of the basket, and you're gonna be fine. Okay. Another thing too, right? As I'm connected, I have a mapped button to close my probe. As you're connected, if you press the button to close your probe, even if you're not fully refueled, you're telling him, hey, I'm done, I don't need it anymore. It stops you from disconnecting and leaving the hose out and having to hit abort, rejoin, all that stuff all together. Okay, guys. Now, next call we're gonna do is this. We want to let the tanker know we're satisfied and what are we doing next. Okay. Texaco 11300 is satisfied. Moving to starboard observation. You want to be able to see the top of the wing, the leading edge, and now you know that you're established starboard observation. So I'm going to let them know that. Texaco 11300, established starboard observation, departing. Okay? When you depart, okay, you're going to go straight up 1,000 feet, speed up. You want to clear him. So you climb up. Make sure you're up to 1,000 feet higher than he is. Okay, you can do a nice level climb, or you can do a climbing right-hand turn. Whatever makes you feel better. Okay, whatever you're comfortable with. Okay, we're gonna set our autopilot. All right, I'm gonna set my auto throttle. Okay, we don't have to go too fast. And now we want to go to Kobaletti, back to where we took off from. You got two options. You can hit your waypoint 0. It'll take you to where you took off from, okay, unless you changed it. Or we can go into our TACAN, change to X-ray, and we know it's 67. So we go 67 X-ray, and then we'll box in TCN, and it should pop up KBL for Kobaletti, 45 miles, all right? And that's what we're going to do. We're going to come right. I'm looking at my SA. I know that Kobaletti is in this direction, so I don't need to fly to it. I want to get ready to land, okay? I'm going to speed up here. I'm going to keep this altitude so I can go fast. Don't know how much time we got left, and I don't want to have this video cut out on us, okay? So I'm just gonna roll out. I need to get rid of some fuel anyways. So you don't want to land with a full tank. You can, but again, right, the heavier you are, the faster you are. We're gonna do a break, and it's gonna make it a little bit harder in our recovery. We are 30 miles away. We're really high, so we're gonna have to come down. Okay, so I'm gonna nose down. Okay, nice and easy. Okay, I know that I can see the little lake over here. Okay, that's the landmark I'm used to. We got the mountain ridge that I'm used to using, and then we have Kobaletti somewhere around this area. Okay, right around there. Okay, so I'm gonna nose down. I'm gonna put my flight path marker, the circle, right, or my velocity vector, where I want to end up at. Okay, no matter what, I'm gonna end up in this area. If I point that circle to that edge of that mountain, that's where I'm gonna end up. Okay, I'm also gonna slow down. All right, we're gaining a little bit of momentum, so we want to slow down. I want to be about 300 knots when I get low. Okay, so I'm completely idle. I don't have a wingman, so I'm not too worried about being idle. If you have a wingman, maintain a little bit of or maintain a little bit of RPMs, about 75, right? And if you want, you can steepen down your from where you want to go, right? You can go steeper. It's gonna make you go faster in the beginning, but you're gonna get down faster, and you'll have time to ease up on the stick, and slow down, so that when you get from here to this from this area to here, you already slowed down to the speed that you want. This is our target altitude. Okay. So this is what I was talking about, right? We were super fast. This gives us time to slow down once we level out, right? And we're still not at the mountain, right? That was our point to get to, right? We're not at the mountain, but we're slowing down, right? So again, think ahead of time, guys. It's like you got to think about it like you're lagging every moment, right? Every moment you got to think about it is a little bit fast forward, so you got to catch it a little bit early, if that makes any sense. The longer you wait, the more you're going to have to work, okay, guys? So I'm coming right for the approach. For airfield is going to be 1,200 feet, 350 knots, about 1,000 feet in the downwind. Again, here comes landmarks, right? Got the lake, and I got the airport. Okay, now I'm gonna get down, speed up to 350 knots, and reduce my altitude to 1,200 feet for the overhead brake. I'm gonna let Kobaletti know now on channel 10 that I'm coming in to do that. All right, Kobaletti traffic 300. 10-mile final for the overhead brake, runway 25, Kobaletti. Simple as that. Who you want to talk to, who you are, and what you're trying to do, guys, okay? Let's go to radar altitude here. Okay. And guys, you want to make sure that you're flying not over the runway, not over the boat. You want to make sure that you're flying just to the right of the runway, just to the right of the boat, okay? You want to be able to see that where you're going to go land is clear of debris, wreckages, maybe bomb craters, whatever, you know? You want to make sure you're paying attention to that. Okay, so when we do our brake, we're gonna do 1% G of our speed. So right now we're going 350. Our initial pull is gonna be 3.5 G's, and as our speed drops down, you want to match whatever your speed is. You want to match it to your G's. If you're at 250, it should be 2.5. If you're at 200, it should be 2. And until you're halfway after the turn, then you ease off. Start setting up for what you need to do, okay? Okay, so we got a clear runway. We know it's clear, okay? So we're gonna go out 1 mile. I recommend for new people, go out 2 miles and then do your brake. But I'm gonna go 1 mile and then do my brake. I'm gonna idle out, full air brake, and turn. Idle out, full air brake, turn, pull my G's, nice and easy. About 3 G's here, match it. Gear down 270. Okay, I'm gonna start easing off. Half flaps. I'm at 1,000 feet. Okay, start trimming. Start trimming. Nice and easy. Start trimming. Get yourself around. Okay, give it some power. Full flaps. Okay, full flaps. Go 060 so I can get a little bit of closure. Okay, I'm level. Bring up my AOA so I'm trimming to get the E bracket inside of the middle of the flight path. I'm no longer pulling or pushing on the stick. I'm giving throttle to go up in altitude and I'm easing off on the throttle to lose altitude, guys, okay? Okay, I'm gonna adjust away now because I'm a little too close. All right, so guys, again, right? I know that I'm heavy, right? So I'm gonna do a little bit tighter turn to make sure I'm not gonna go super wide, okay? And that means that I'm also gonna be faster in the turn, okay? So I'm gonna wait till it's like about 45 degrees behind me here, okay? So now I'm gonna start my turn, all right? And I'm gonna do it with I'm gonna start giving power too. Okay, as you turn when you're on speed, you gotta give it some power to keep your plane up. Okay, I'm gonna do about 35 angle of bank here, and I'm watching the airport too. Okay, we don't want to lose too much altitude. It's fine to lose some, but you want to make sure that you're coming around. Okay, want to make sure that you're coming around. Here we go. So we're about to land here. Okay, I'm gonna let it drop. I got plenty of things. As you level out, you want to ease off on the throttle. I'm like literally idle because I'm fast again, right? So here we go. Now, as it's coming down, I'm gonna put some more power in, and I'm gonna put my flight path marker where I want to go. Okay. I'm dropping down a little fast. Look at 1,000 feet per minute. So I'm going to give it some throttle at the end as I'm coming in here. I'm going to keep it where I want it, but I'm going to start giving it some throttle here. Nice and easy. It'll slow down your descent. Boom. Air brake. Full out. And make sure that you use your wheel brakes also. Beautiful. And yeah, that's what I got for you guys for this video. Uh, Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. Consider giving me a like, subscribe, and if you want to give me some feedback, um, talk to me in the. Let me know in the comments, guys. Let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. Let me know what I can do to make it better. Um, but yeah, thank you. I appreciate every single one of you.